Florida Gulf Coast looking for their first ever appearance into the Sweet 16. Villanova trying to get back to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2003. Tiffany Bird, Maggie Diamond, and Benny Lunar officials, and it is Villanova quickly. After the opening possession, Lucy Olsen getting the Wildcats on the board.
Yeah, nothing like a quick play off of the tip to get a score. Great start for the Wildcats.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Capital One. For Florida Gulf Coast, TK Morehouse, the ASUN Player of the Year, leads this team in a number of categories. As List driving to the basket, partially blocked there by Dulcie. Villanova off that win against Cleveland State. Same starting five they've had all season long. 36 games. Olsen, Mullen, Burke, Dulce, and Segrist. Dulce off glass and in, and it's a quick 4-0 start. Again, we touched upon just 5 threes, tying the season low. They did have 22 layups that led to 50 points in the paint in the victory back on Saturday.
And that's the luxury. When you're such a threat from beyond the arc, it opens up the lanes.
Bella Runyon, 32 in white, off the bench while Dulce sits with the 2 fouls. She's been incredible, certainly in this tournament. 22 quality minutes for Denise Dillon that led to 13 points off the bench. And Olsen finding her stroke. She's got 4 early points.
Yeah, that was absolutely easy. She had TK Morehouse on her. That absolute length advantage is able to elevate and shoot it.
Florida Gulf Coast still looking for their first points of the game, 0 of 5. Burke, top of the arc for 3. Runyon taps it away, a fresh 20. Segrist with the skip pass to Runyon. Here's Mullen, floater in the lane. Styles. Put Styles to the free throw line. Styles, you know the mask that she's wearing there, missed the ASUN title game versus Liberty after she fractured her orbital bone in the semifinals of the ASUN tournament. Has just been getting comfortable with that mask, wearing it back on Wednesday in practice.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
Caitlin Oriole, 4 in white for Villanova off the bench. Segrist off the great feed by Mullen. Here's Carter. One-on-one with Olsen. Skying in Winston. And last touch by Mullen's going to stay with the Eagles. 35 points against Cleveland State. 15 games of 30 or more points this season for Maddie Segrist. Morehouse with that 5'3" length, using it to her advantage.
And that's what I love about Morehouse. She's small, but she's going to play large, not afraid to attack it and get it into the trees, using her speed.
And the best shooting team in the country from beyond the arc has not hit a 3. Segrist with back-to-back buckets. Here's Carter looking for her first 2 points. Too strong off the glass, and a foul afterwards, and Carter does not agree. Quite the contrast that we saw with Segrist against Cleveland State, where she struggled 1 of 6 to begin the game. And take a look at what she's done in her season versus her career. That 50-point game earlier this season against Seton Hall. Highest scoring output for a Division I player this season. Segrist is knocked down 3 in a row.
That mid-range is just so pretty.
Morehouse way off the mark on that 3.
But what I like that Villanova's doing, they're playing the angles game. They are beating them to the spot, so they're not even letting them get the layup either.
Olsen tried to feed it inside to Oriole. Whistle on the play. Villanova with a 10-point lead. This despite the fact that their #1 shot blocker and Christina Dulce on the bench with 2 fouls. Segrist, 15-foot jumper, line up. Florida Gulf Coast needs an answer in the response quickly. Here's Carter. Gives it up to Morehouse. 7 on the shot clock. Carter again. Up and under move past Mullen, and Carter gets on the board. Runyon off the mark on the 3. Carter there for the rebound. Morehouse going up pace. Here's Adams launching from beyond the arc in the first three of the game for the #1 shooting team from three. Siegrist showing off the range. That one in and out. How about Lucy Olson there for the rebound of the second chance putback?
You know, I love Lucy Olson's game. She's that visionary on the floor, sets her teammates up. But you saw what else she did there. She got on the glass as well.
Carter one-on-one with Siegrist. What a matchup that's going to be all throughout this game. Shea Carter going up against Maddie Siegrist. To the corner, Mullen. Up top, Runyon. Olsen collects the loose rebound. Skip pass. Mullen, right wing three. Got it to go.
That's the second rebound there for Olsen. And what did it do? It gave them another opportunity where Mullen was able to hit the three.
Mullen 5 points, stretches it out to a 10-point lead for Villanova. Carter with the drive. Tries to get it inside his Styles, taken away by Siegrist. Olsen, why not? She's on fire to begin this game.
Olsen showing out.
Lucy Olsen, a perfect 4 of 4 from the floor, 9 points. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. A Sweet 16 berth on the line. Stolen away by Mullen. And a reaching foul.
Back-to-back buckets. Nova is on fire, and it starts here. Mullen with the three, but then how about Olsen? Just got the rebound on that last play and then comes up here and says, oh, you're not going to stick me? He checked, baby.
Olsen was the first ever recruit for Denise Dillon here at Villanova, and Dillon saying in her freshman year threw her right into the fire from the jump. She started all 33 games last season for Villanova at the point guard position, and here she is already with 8 points, perfect 4 of 4 with 5 rebounds, and the assist from Mullen finding Siegrist underneath.
Tremendous cut, way to take advantage of that weak side.
Bounce pass, Morales blocked by Siegrist. Ozudu traveled with the basketball.
Excellent cut here. Backdoor cut, you overplay it. Maddie Siegrist is going to punish you. You just cannot do that.
Eight assists already for Villanova on 12 made field goals. Down to 10, Olsen, 15-foot jumper. Siegrist fights for the offensive rebound. And the first quarter comes to a close inside the fin. Villanova on fire to end that quarter. A 7-0 run led by Maddie Siegrist. Maddie Siegrist has become such a great ambassador for the sport of women's basketball, almost like being around a celebrity. And look what she's done in that first quarter alone, almost outscoring Florida Gulf Coast herself.
Yeah, just a prolific scorer, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to have to keep looking to Maddie Siegrist, but her teammates, they're doing a great job as well.
Runyon with the rebounds. Again, Villanova doing all of this with Dulce on the bench with 2 fouls. A +5 advantage in rebounding with your #1 shot blocker and your #2 rebounder on the bench.
And how about it? Lucy Olsen, the point guard, the sophomore, she's got 5 boards, and they've scored 7 points off of those second chance opportunities.
Oriole misfired on the 3-point shot. That one a 3 and an answer by Winston. Florida Gulf Coast needed that coming out of the timeout. 2 of 6 from beyond the arc is Florida Gulf Coast. They average 11 made threes on the season. Olsen, nothing but nets.
Olsen, man, showing out, the sophomore.
She was a primary non-factor in the first game based on the foul issues. Here's Webb from the corner and answer.
Yeah, this is what I want to see.
Olsen looking to Oriole down at the baseline. Jones lighting it up. I call her like the John Paxson or like the Steve Kerr off the bench.
Absolutely.
Azunu. Running with the drive. Throws it up and throws it in.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Morehouse on you, she's too small. The matchup just isn't there.
Azunu going right after Segrist underneath the basket. Lucy Olsen with the dribble drive. For three. Tapped around into the hands of Florida Gulf Coast. Webb gives it off to Morehouse. Oh, a beauty of the shot from 1,000-point score to another. Gets it to within 10. Segrist one-on-one with Carter. Wins the battle. 12 points for Segrist. Florida Gulf Coast already surpassing their first quarter point total with 13. Oriole, 2-on-1. Runyon, bounce pass to Oriole for an easy layup. Gives it off, high-low to Carter. Counted in the foul. Carl Smesko, he's been here since the genesis of this program. He was 30 years old when this program first began. They didn't have a gym when he was hired. Segrist, 12 points, 6 of 12 shooting tonight. And the foul goes against Adams. Go to NCAA.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships. Of course, we saw last night the first #1 seed to go down in the tournament, Stanford, losing to Ole Miss, led by Coach Yo. What a job she has done with the Rebels this season. Mullen, off-glass and in. And she'll have a chance for the three-point play.
Able to get the bucket, too.
Mullen, of course, her uncle Chris Mullen, 16 years in the NBA, led St. John's to the 1985 Final Four, coming in winners of 15 straight. Carter muscles her way in off glass. Came from Division II Walsh University, where she left as the all-time leading scorer. Said this week that when she came to Florida Gulf Coast, she had to learn how to shoot. Mullen tracks down the loose rebound. Villanova has kept this lead despite the fact that Dulce has been on the bench with 2 fouls.
Well, they've just been imposing their will on both ends of the floor, and it's that length that's been getting them there.
Runyon, aggressive, stepped out of bounds, however. Winner of this game moves on to the Sweet 16 in Greenville. Await the winner of Miami or Indiana. List.
I wish Liz would have taken that shot.
Styles, and if it's against Mullen, it's going to be her third. 9 o'clock hour, Kelsey Riggs, Monica McNutt, and Nikki Vargas will have all of the breakdown of the final day of the second round. Skip pass, Runyon left wide open for 3. Carter with a frenetic pace gives it off to Winston. Winston with the dribble drive, crossover finish. Runyon up top to Mullen. Segrist calling for it. Over Carter. Olsen.
Able to draw that contact, get that over the back call.
How about the line from your point guard? 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And now Florida Gulf Coast can hold for the final shot. And the way they shoot the 3, this could be a 3-point game at the half. Down to 10 with Carter. Top of the arc 3. Ojudu comes in out of nowhere for the rebound. Mullen, that one nearly went down. And Christina Dulce, who missed a majority of that first half because of 2 fouls and into the game. Olsen, Mullen, Dulce, Segrist, and Runyon, the 5 on the floor for Villanova. Mullen feeds it down low. Dulce gets involved early on. That shot, however, does not fall.
Now she missed the shot, but that will be there. Florida Gulf Coast, they're going to have a bit of help side there with the length that Dulce has in the post.
How would the length of Villanova match up with this three-point shooting style of Florida Gulf Coast? That was one of the narratives being built heading into this matchup. Shot clock to 7 for Winston. The handoff to Morehouse. Winston's got to force it up. Blocked! There by Dulce, and she lets the fans inside the fin hear it.
I love it. Florida Gulf Coast, they've got the speed advantage. We talked to Coach Dillon, and she said, hey, we don't care about the speed. We've got the length. We've got the size. We're going to play with angles, and Dulce did exactly that. She beat Winston to the spot and was able to get the block.
She broke the 44-year-old single-season record in blocks. She's got 80 on the year. Segrist comes out firing to begin this third quarter.
Maddie Segrist, mid-range is something serious. So pretty from the logo, the elevation.
Morehouse lost the handle of it to Stiles. Can't get the 3 to drop. One and done for Florida Gulf Coast. Mullen, left wing 3. Dulce checking for the offensive rebound. Segrist muscles her way in. Before Maddie even stepped foot onto campus, Pennefather was known as the greatest player in Nova history. In June of '91, Pennefather accepting her calling as a cloistered nun. And once a year, former coach Harry Peretta and Segrist take the drive down to visit Sister Rose Marie. Maddie recalls herself being nervous, expecting the sound of music. They talked about her faith, and she said it was the closest that she's ever been to God. Three-pointer off the mark. Runyon continues to hold her mouth after the contact earlier. John Jr., starting guard for the Packers, in attendance tonight. Mullen, Dulce. Runyon was calling for it. She was wide open. Down to 4. Misfire. Dulce into the hands of Stiles. No player for Florida Gulf Coast in the double figures. Segrist with the steal. Takes it coast to coast for the layup.
It is a blessing and a curse when you have the injury, but the blessing is that you sit on the bench, you observe, you watch the offense, what works, what doesn't work, and that's what Segrist had the chance to do.
The offensive foul, the 9th turnover for the Eagles tonight. And there he is, the iconic figure in Villanova basketball history, one of the great coaches of our game. Certainly have missed him on the sidelines, but no doubt Villanova fans certainly appreciative of what he did in his tenure.
Absolutely, just a tremendous coach.
Meanwhile, Florida Gulf Coast already with 4 team fouls. Villanova has yet to commit 1 in this third quarter. Here's Runyon, floater in the lane. Skying in for her own miss. Dulce, how about that with the left-hand finish?
Love that, used the length and the agility and was able to wrap around right to the other side and get the bucket.
Adams, Segrist. Misses on the shot attempt, will go to the line. Dulce, again, who sat out most of that first half because of foul trouble. Ojudu also picking up her 3rd foul. And there is some more history made tonight by Maddie Segrist. She surpasses Kelsey Plum with 36 straight games this season with 20 or more points, now 21 on the night. Morehouse, coast to coast. Can't convert on the layup. Here's Olsen. What a game she's had tonight, the sophomore point guard. How about that? Villanova has never trailed in this game. A quick one and done. Olsen. What a feed on the run to Dulce. Largest lead of the game for Villanova. And a timeout on the floor.
And you have to credit Nova's defense. I mean, so high IQ. They execute the scouting report.
Winston with a three. That's her second of the night. Segrist posting up against Adams. Fadeaway drops. They've got the largest lead of the game, 56-38, as we come upon the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. Ojudo. Off glass and in. By the way, Florida Gulf Coast on the season, 427 made threes. Far away from matching their total from just a few years ago, but you can't stop Maddie Segrist. Ojudo. Wide on the shot, and who else but Olsen? Skies in a double-double tonight for Lucy Olsen. 14 points and 10 rebounds. And wide out. Hit the three, Lucy Olsen.
Nova is on fire tonight.
And the foul underneath the basket, committed by Mullen. I'm just going to say, I love the fact that she can turn defense into offense in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely.
She's also on triple-double watch. Morehouse, as she takes a seat. Here's we come upon the final minute of the third quarter. Winner advances to Greenville to the Sweet 16. Segrist bailed out by the foul, and Carter can't believe it. You know, as a former player, you try to find motivation. It was known that she was on the B team in her 8th grade team, and it's phenomenal that she uses that type of motivation.
Here we are today. Jordan rule, it applies to Maddie Segrist. There's no stopping her. You got to try to make her shots as difficult as possible.
She had 35 in the first round, 27 tonight. Antonucci, count it, and she'll head to the line. She was a perfect 3 of 3 from the floor, 11 points. Back on Saturday versus Washington State. Segrist again, that is her shot all season long. 35 points in the opening round, the most so far in this year's tournament. The most ever, surpassing Shelley Pettifather in the NCAA tournament by a Villanova player. And Antonucci, rainbow three with a quick answer, and Florida Gulf Coast looking to get some momentum back.
When in doubt, Antonucci.
Olsen looking for help, trying to find Segrist. Ozudu takes it away from Segrist, and they're going to call it traveling. And the third quarter comes to a close. A third quarter where Maddie Segrist outscored Florida Gulf Coast herself. Combined score tonight between Segrist and Olsen, who's got her second career double-double. Segrist, by the way, 1 point away from her 16th 30-point game of the season. Fight for it. Ozudu comes away with it. The best three-point shooting team in the country's got to find some offense and find it quickly. Antonucci off the mark on that shot.
It's going to be tough. The Wildcats are executing on all cylinders on the defensive end.
Meanwhile, offensively, they've knocked down their last 6. Winner to Greenville and a spot in the Sweet 16. Oriole, quick ball movement. Runyon, left wing 3. Oriole hit the deck hard. Carlos Masco's got to go back to his bench, bring out Shea Carter, who's playing with those 4 fouls. Olsen, short jumper, moves it down. She's got 19 points tonight. You can tell the length of Villanova has become troublesome for Florida Gulf Coast is Carter.
And that's the huge difference between Villanova and Washington State. In that first matchup that the Eagles had, the length, the execution, the angles.
Runyon from the top of the arc, forced down the three. Segrist takes it away, takes it from Carter, and going to coast to coast.
I mean, what a night for the Wildcats.
She's got 31. That is her 16th 30-point game of the season. 33rd of her career. Keep in mind, this season, Antoine Davis of Detroit Mercy's got 14 30-point games. Maddie Segrist has just blown the doors open. Carter has fouled out of this game, and that will end her career at Florida Gulf Coast. What a career for Shea Carter. Spent 4 years at Division II. Came over to learn how to shoot, as she put it, from her head coach. Led this team to another ASUN title. And now will sit for the final 6:48 of this game.
A tremendous student, athlete, all-around person. We had a great opportunity, chance to talk to her. I mean, just an extraordinary person and player on the floor.
She's working on her master's in criminal justice. Aspires to be a detective. Just a burst of energy, a joy to be around.
Absolutely.
This week to get to know her. And that leads us to a timeout. Villanova rolling. Styles, one-on-one with Dulce. Offensive rebound. Third chance.
Azudu just hustling.
Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi heading to Dallas, bringing their inside experience and humor along with them. The Bird and Taurasi show. Jones to Runyon with three. Great feed to Dulce, blocked from behind by Styles.
When you see your post player working and you try to get it to them, I love it.
In this game tonight, by the way, 19 assists on 31 made field goals for Villanova.
That IQ and unselfishness.
Final 2 minutes of this game.
And her husband for the Wildcats. She replaces
Maddie Segrist for the final time. We'll get the warmest of warm receptions from the Finn faithful.
What a show she put on for their final game this season here in the Pavilion.
"31 points tonight. 16th 30-point game of the season. Thanks all of her teammates, the training staff, the assistant coaches. It's been a heck of a ride for Maddie Segrist as Olsen continues to build upon a magnificent night. A season high 23 points for the sophomore point guard. Katrina McLean, award finalist. I mean, every award you can think of, Maddie Segrist is a finalist for. Just tonight, compared to what she did against Cleveland State, back-to-back 30-point performances.
And this is what you expect of her. I mean, nothing shy. We said it. Hasn't scored below 20 in any of the matchups. She continues to be a force and show her dominance.
Final 20 seconds as the Finn faithful on their feet tonight in appreciation for what Villanova has done all season long. As the final seconds tick away, Villanova fans have waited 20 years to hear it. Villanova is heading to the Sweet 16.